dust. As a filmmaker, have you ever thought this is the last kit I just need to make all my shooting very nice? This kit, immediately I buy this thing, my shoot is going to change. Once I have this equipment, I'm done. Like, everything is good for me. Then you buy it and the item ends up collecting dust on your shelf. That is going to be the focus of this video. I'm going to be talking about all the things I regret buying as a filmmaker and all those things that I felt like this is the last piece of the puzzle. This is the filmmaking gig. Then after getting hold of those things, they all end up collecting dust on my shelf. And even before I go into this list, let me know in the comment section below, what is that one thing as a filmmaker that you thought this is really going to change everything for me? However, you get it and you hardly even use it. Now for me, the first thing that I thought was going to be a game changer for me was buying the drone. Oh boy. I got my very first drone and I was so excited. I thought I would be out there shooting continuously, getting great shots. Unfortunately, almost half of the time, the drone is just on the shelf. Now, to put the icing on the cake, things even got difficult when in my country of residence, flying drones became complex. You have to register the drone if you have to fly it somewhere. And I mean, I got a drone, but it ended up being on the shelf. And so to save you some dollars, if you don't need a drone, don't fall for the hype. Because I do remember very well, I will see drone shots and I'll feel like once I get the drone, I'm going to use it always. I'm going to use it in all my shoots. I buy the drone and it ends up collecting dust on my shelf. Don't be like me. Make sure if you want to buy a drone, make sure it is something that you would actually be using. The second item on my list is... Hold on. Don't go away. Let me show you. Just hold on. Did you see that? Dust. This is a motorized slider. I got this because I thought I was going to use this every moment. This is going to be a gadget that will change the way I shoot, and every kind of interview I'm going to have this. Just set it, plug it into a battery, have it moving slowly so that I can get those smooth pan and tilt shots. That is why I got this, but as you can see, it's collecting dust on my shelves. I cannot remember the last time I actually took this thing out. Don't get me wrong, what you can make or what you can get out of this motorized slider or a slider like this is really very good, but the time it takes to set up on set is great, and also carrying it on set if you do not have a car or if you are going to a very ammo trouble location, then it becomes difficult to carry this just because of the size, getting it to the location where you are going to shoot. Like I said, these are not excuses sometimes not to carry these things around, but you kind of get the point. Let me pack this back. And as you can see, it's virtually still new. Truth be told, over 3 years now, I haven't used it once. That is embarrassing, right? Not even for once, I haven't used this on a shoot. But maybe for making this video, I'm motivated and I might set this up and use it for a documentary shoot or use it on a shoot on this channel. So you kind of get the point, guys. So after the whole slider brouhaha, the next thing I also regret buying again, it's a gimbal. Again, gimbals are great, but I thought that getting a gimbal, I'll use it always, it will be on every shoot, I'll get smooth shots. But once you start using it, you get bored because almost every single one of your shoots become the same. Because let's face it, if you have a gimbal, and because that is an equipment that you are so excited about, then even when a shot has to still be handheld, you want to at every point in time get very smooth shots. But cinema isn't always about getting smooth shots. Handheld is a special technique altogether in filmmaking, and the freedom it offers you is great. And once you come from that background, then you begin to realize that you lose that freedom, that you can move at every point in time because your camera is on something and the thing dictates the way your camera moves. However, at a certain point in time, I had more than 2 lying around, and so you basically end up not using one. And even right now that we've got a new one for our studio, the OBL Studios, it's still kind of difficult carrying it around. And also there's a tendency that before you realize, all your shoots become one way, like, because everything is gimbal, everything is smooth. There's a place for having smooth shots always, but you mustn't always have smooth shots. Handheld is a technique and you must learn that, and that again certainly is going to save you some dollars if all you think about is the fact that getting a gimbal would change everything and would change the way you shoot. Think again. And to a very huge one, guys. Now, one of the other things I regret getting, it's a crane. Now, I didn't actually buy this crane, and that is what even makes it much more difficult. At OBL Studios, some of these things, we do make them ourselves because we are African filmmakers, and where we are, sometimes shipping things is really very difficult. So sometimes we just go ahead and build some of these things and use them. And sometimes too, you guess it right, the fans. I mean, we built this crane and we thought that this crane is going to be on every shoot. We are going to use it. It ended up collecting dust in the studio because it's bulky, it's hard to assemble, it's hard to carry around. And even though after investing in it, it's hardly being used. Now, the last equipment on my list that I cannot absolutely miss this one. It's buying the latest camera or a certain very hyped camera. In our case, it is the Blackmagic 6K. Oh boy, we thought getting this camera, we will arrive and we are the destination. We'll use this camera in every shoot. This camera is going to motivate us so much that every moment we are out there in the field, we are picking up, we are shooting. Fast forward, the Blackmagic Pocket 6K comes in, and just to get the time to pick the camera out is an issue. Hardly even shoot with it. Of course, we've done some corporate gigs with it, shot some couple of documentaries, and right now trying to shoot music videos with it, but not the full potential, not what we thought. We thought we would have been making so many short films. We thought we would have been shooting big budget films with it by now and some other things. Kind of disappointed that it's not meeting the target that we actually planned. So yeah, that is all the items on my list for now. Items that are collecting dust on my shelves that I thought that I needed and I was going to use them every single day or every single point in time. And I thought these were the last piece of the puzzle. These were the things that I need to motivate my filmmaking or to take my craft to the next level. So the most important lesson I want you to pick away from this video is that focus on the craft. Don't always think that owning this particular equipment is going to change the way you shoot, or I'm not getting cinematic shots because I need to get this particular gadget before I can. You'll be so much shocked that after getting it and from a couple of shoots, you end up abandoning it and going back to your old ways. That means that you are actually doing the right thing, but you had your eyes on a bigger goal, which wasn't truly necessary. Now, it is okay. It is not my goal to make you feel guilty, but I know if you're a filmmaker, each and every one of you out there have that particular one regret. At least, even if you don't have many things on the list like I have, you have those things on your shelves. You have some things on your shelves that you really thought you needed, but as it stands now, you really don't need them. Let me know in the comment section below, what is that particular one gadget, or what are those gadgets that you thought you needed but currently they are collecting dust on your shelves. If this is your first time of seeing my face, I am OBL Jr. from the Africa Amaze channel. We talk about cinematography, photography, editing, and all its related branches on this channel. If this sounds interesting, then I'll do much appreciate it if you do click on the subscribe button. Make sure to click on the notification icon so that you get notified anytime I drop awesome content like this on the Africa Amaze channel. And if you did get a ton of information out of this video, kindly do me a favor, smash the like button, because it goes a long way in helping other people discover this channel right here on YouTube. And like we do it as always on this channel, guys. Until next time, keep practicing filmmaking. Peace out.